Hello there.
Hello there, troopers, and welcome back to another episode of The High Ground. Thank you so much for joining me here on The Bunker. I hope that everybody's having an awesome Thursday night. That's right, we're doing it on Thursday now. A little bit later, too. So many changes, right? So many changes. A few that I'm gonna talk about in a little bit. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me on this fine Thursday night. How was 4th of July for you guys? I hope that you had a blast, and I don't mean that necessarily in the literal sense. There were a lot of fireworks, there were a lot of fires, period. But I hope that you also got to spend some quality time with the family, maybe grilling, barbecuing, all of that good stuff. And if you're vegetarian, hey, you can still grill vegetables, right? That still works. Why not? But let me catch up here with the chat. You guys are on fire. Maybe I need to make you guys wait a little bit more every show. So we got Juan. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you as always being here. The man, the myth, the legend. We got Flex in the house. Let's go, buddy. By the way, congratulations once again, brother. If you guys don't know, Flex, got to ring the bell this week for finally finishing his excuse me, his treatment. He kicked cancer's ass. So congratulations again, brother, to you and your family. I'm so happy to see that. This is me, just letting you guys know that I'll be a little bit late. It's all right. LeBron saying hello, everybody. We got Jeff from our brothers from the Spice Runners Lounge. Thank you so much for being here, man. What's up? LeBron says Kenobi taking more Jawas home. I wish, man. I wish. That was fun. That was kind of nuts. Hot off his own stream tonight, we got Mr. Hollywood in the house. My man, Archer, always kills it on Thursday nights. All right. If you guys are not watching his show, you are definitely missing out. I was watching as I was driving. Yeah, always puts out an amazing show. So here we are trying to follow up that, but not working out. Elijah says, laughing out loud, LeBron. Yeah, man. Imagine. Elijah saying hi to everybody, and Juan saying hi to everybody as well. Everybody saying hi. I did. Thank you so much for noticing. I appreciate that. Makes all the troubles worth it because, yeah, man, it was long overdue. Not gonna lie, definitely long overdue. The changes, yeah, that is one of them. But there's a couple more. We'll talk about them. Yo, our brother Daniel here in the house. What's up, man? So, quick announcement, and again, we'll talk about it a little bit further into the show. So, Legacy of Nerd, myself, David from Star Wars Stuff Podcast, and all of the Geekcast, the Countdown City Geeks family will be attending a San Antonio superhero show here in a car show and Comic Con basically this weekend, sorry, starting tomorrow. And I'll share some details on that in case you guys have friends, family that are going to be in the area. Make sure to stop by. We're actually going to have a booth, which is going to be fun. We're going to talk to so a bunch of you guys, some of the fans. We're going to be having giveaways. It's going to be a grand old time. All right. So hopefully, if you here in the chat are not in the area, you can tell your friends, tell your family. It's like, hey, go stop by, say hi to these dudes. They're cool. And, win some prizes. So LeBron saying, congrats, Flex. That is awesome. Yeah, man. Congrats again, dude. That is so freaking cool. What's up? What's up, Jeff? Whoa, we got the head honcho in the house. My brother Evan, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining here. Evan usually sits at the captain's chair for the Spice Runners Lounge ship. Make sure you guys check them out tomorrow. Actually, I keep forgetting it's Thursday. This week has been kind of nuts. Tomorrow night around this time, around no, I take that back. That's 8 p.m. Central for us. So they always put on an amazing show, amazing group of collectors, and I believe they're gonna have another friend here on the channel, Benjamin and Robin. Bowden. I think they're gonna be co-hosting, so that's gonna be pretty fun. So I'll definitely be checking that out. Spicy saying hi. Blackstar09, thanks for joining, man. I appreciate that. Definitely go check out his channel here on YouTube. He just posted an update on his life size IG-12. I think is looking insane. All right, so do yourself a favor, go check him out here, Blackstar09 at here in on YouTube. Okay, all right. So a little bit of housekeeping. So first of all, once again, thank you for joining me here on a Thursday night. I know it's not our usual night, but I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? But I have a very, very good reason why I had to push the show to today instead of yesterday, Wednesday. So our previously, mentioned friends over from the Star Wars Stuff podcast, they invited me over to have a quick little chat. And let me pull this up in case you don't believe me, so that I can show you here. Because this happened. So there it is. If you guys can see that, we actually got to talk to Paz Vizsla himself. Mr. Tate Fletcher was a guest on the Star Wars Talk podcast, and I had the privilege to be a part of that interview panel. Super fun. This dude is amazing, right? I've always liked his character, of course, from the first season of Mandalorian. But to be able to actually talk to the man behind it, it just made me like this character even more, right? Tate is an amazing person. I honestly think he embodies a lot of what it means to be a Mandalorian, in real life. He actually does apply a lot of those concepts, a lot of the creed, to his personal life, which is kind of nuts. It's kind of crazy to meet somebody like that. Again, nicest guy ever. We chatted. It was super fun. If you guys want to hear for yourself, please go check out Star Wars Stuff podcast. The episode dropped this morning. They're on Apple Podcasts. They are on Spotify, and if I'm not mistaken, I think you can see the actual video on Spotify. So make sure you check that out. But if that wasn't cool enough, which trust me it is, it it even made it better because, oh, what did I do? Check this out. Check who shared my story. Boom, right there. So basically, Tate Fletcher and myself are best friends now. We I'm sure he's gonna invite me up to his house, pretty soon. So we get along just awesome. Two peas in a pod, all that kind of stuff. And he shared his dog, whatever. But then he shared, our Star Wars Stuff podcast. That's cool. But then he shared my story again. Oh, what? What exactly? Best friends, like I said. Totally, that's happening. So that is the main reason, guys, why I pushed this live stream to today. Okay, and I gotta tell you, it's a damn good reason. All right, I was super happy to be a part of it. It was super super fun. Like I said, I now like the character even more, if that's possible. The man behind it, Tate is quite a character in on himself. His work ethic is crazy. His philosophy on life is kind of nuts. So definitely go check him out. Also, if you haven't, I don't know if you know this. I kind of feel like a lot of people don't. He has his own coffee company. So go check that out. I think you can order it online, and um, definitely check that out. Actually, let me see if I can pull up the website here. Yeah. Come on, come on. Why aren't you working? Always in the worst possible moment. But anyway, the point is that he's kind of crazy. He has his own gym, he has his own coffee company. Obviously he does an insane amount of work in the stunt double business. And so check it out. This right here, this is his company. That's his website. So go check it out. Caveman Coffee, coffeeco.com. So order some stuff, check it out. And I think it's a good product. From what I've heard, it's really good. I want to try it out myself. But really good dude. I mean, like I said, super super fun, and I'm so happy that I got to be a part of it. So thank you to David and Colin over at the Star Wars Stuff podcast for having me, for letting me be a part of this awesome experience. Let's see here in the chat. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, man. Like, it was super fun, man. I can't believe it happened. And it was super fast too. They're like, "Hey, man, we're interviewing Tate tonight. You want in?" I was like, "Of course I want in. Who says no to that?" Um, so I had already scheduled this live stream. So again, apologize if that caused any discomfort, but at the same time, honestly, it was definitely worth it. LeBron dropping the links here. Thank you, LeBron, our mod here in the channel. I appreciate you. There is the link for our friend Blackstar09. Please go check him out. He does some amazing 3D printing. Like I said, he just posted an update on his IG-11 full size 1-to-1 scale build. So definitely go check it out. Juan saying, "Damn, yeah, man, it was kind of nuts." Appreciate you. Yeah, guys. So if you could hit that like button here on the stream, just let YouTube know that, hey, we're doing just fine out here. Okay. Dave's Dimension, what's up, brother? Man, you don't even say hi, you just go right for business. Hit that like button. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Baxter saying, "What's up, LeBron? I'm doing good. How about you?" Doing good, doing good. All right. Dude, you two are besties. You getting matching tattoos? Oh, absolutely. For sure. I'm getting, his face on my neck. He's getting my face on his neck. It's gonna be gorgeous. Um, Eben says he definitely knows his coffee. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, absolutely. I guess I didn't realize how long he had that company for. But even before that, right, he was working, or he was a fan of coffee. So apparently he's had the company for like 10 plus years or something like that. I knew he had the company. I just didn't realize he had it for so long. So very, very cool. Hey, we got the man collects. What is going on, man? Guys, if you enjoy toy hunting, you definitely need to go check out the man collects. This dude does toy hunts like they're pancakes, dude. They just they just fly off the shelf for him. I think he does something like 8 toy hunts a week. It's kind of nuts. All right, so definitely go check it out if you want to keep your finger on the pulse of what's out there on stores. The Man Collect is the channel you need to go check out. LeBron saying, "Face tattoo is definitely a great way to say I think you're a cool dude." Right, right, exactly. That's what I think too. Blackstar saying, "LeBron, thanks for the IG follow." Yeah, guys, so definitely go check out Blackstar also here on Instagram. He posts, of course, a lot of pictures of his builds and a lot of updates. So definitely go check him out here. There you go. Thank you, LeBron. That is The Man Collects here on YouTube. Again, if you enjoy toy hunting, you definitely need to follow this guy. All right, let him know that the good general sent you. Okay, so like I said, a few changes, going on. And once again, go check out Star Wars Stuff podcast on Spotify so you can listen to how me and Tate Fletcher became best friends, basically. And also, just so that Tate is actually coming here to San Antonio in October, so that is gonna be super fun. I mean, I can't wait to hang out with my bestie. So the other thing I want to say is, let me pull this up here. Come on. Here we go. Okay. So as I mentioned, the Countdown City Geeks family is going to be out in force this weekend. All right, guys. So if you, friends, or family are around this weekend here in the San Antonio area, definitely, first of all, go check out this event right here. So this is the superhero Comic-Con and car show. Again, the Countdown City Geeks will be there out in force. Our fearless leader, Ted, is actually going to be moderating a lot of panels. So he's going to be talking to these two ladies here, both Ming-Na Wen and Katie Sackhoff, on Saturday and Sunday, respectively. And we have some big guests, this time around. Ted's also going to be moderating the panel for Chuck Weedy and so many more, guys. So again, if you are on the San Antonio area or close by, that you can maybe take a couple hour drive or something like that, definitely worth it. The Countdown City Geeks, we will be out in attendance. We're gonna have a booth, so you would get to meet David from the Star Wars Stuff podcast. You get to meet Daniel from the Legacy of Nerd. You get to meet me, of course, the main attraction, General Kenobi from General Kenobi's Bunker. That's right, absolutely. So we will be there. We'll be giving away prizes. We'll be giving away tickets to screening shows. Of course, there's gonna be toys. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff. So definitely, guys, if you are in the area, if you are attending this event, stop by. We would appreciate it if you say hi. Okay, so um, what else? Sorry, there's just a lot on my mind going on right now, and I'm trying to put it all together. But still, obviously, still super happy about the Tate Fletcher thing. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep mentioning that because it was just freaking awesome. So why wouldn't I? Um, so yeah, we got that big convention coming up in this weekend, starting tomorrow. I will be there Saturday only, unfortunately. I won't be able to attend all throughout the weekend, but on Saturday, myself and Daniel from Legacy of Nerd, we're getting a very special picture taking with none other than Andrew Garfield. That's right, guys. Mr. Peter Parker himself is gonna be here in the Alamo City. Um, this was a must for me for sure. I was a big fan of him. During the Spider-Man, his tenure on Spider-Man, I'm still a big fan. Of course, he came back on the No Way Home movie. So yeah, so Daniel and I are gonna get a picture with him, which I'm pretty excited about. Not gonna lie, I wish I could tell you, the man is gonna do interviews and stuff, but I don't think he will. This is like his first convention, or at least his first convention in a very long time, and so he just kind of wants to take it, easy, and not do anything too crazy, I guess. But I'm super stoked to meet him. Obviously, to get a picture with him, just to talk to him for 30 seconds, whatever. That'll be enough for me. So very excited about that. And like I said, who knows? Hopefully, next time around he comes back to San Antonio, maybe we can grab a little interview with him, which would be insane. That would be so dope. I am gonna miss out on Katie Sackhoff, unfortunately, since I won't be there Sunday. But it's cool. I got to hang out, with her a little bit last year when she was here. That convention was very small. She had almost no people here in San Antonio, so I got to talk to her for about 5 minutes. Super cool, of course. If I was smarter, I would have tried to get an interview with her, but I'm not. So that's on me completely. But I am looking forward to the next time that she's here, because again, now that I'm friends with Tate, that kind of opens up possibilities. Ming Na Wen, I would love to talk to, because she's been in everything, right? I mean, not just Fennec Shan, it's just so many other like iconic characters that she's portrayed. But check this lineup, guys. I mean, we got some heavy hitters. We got Elizabeth Olsen as well. She's gonna be here tomorrow and Saturday. Very cool. The aforementioned Chuck Whitty. We got Felicia Day, who's just like like an awesome person in on herself, and of course, awesome in the geek community. We have, who else do we have? I'm missing somebody. Oh, of course. How could I forget? Emilia Clarke. I mean, come on. Do I need to say more? You guys know who she is. Amongst other, of course, we got Haley Stanfield. We got Brie Larson. She's actually going to be doing a Q&A, which is very cool. And then for, we're going to have, there you go, John Hurley. So, and a bunch more. Okay. So the lineup is pretty stacked, honestly. So looking forward to the event. Like I said, I will be there Saturday. But if you want to meet the rest of the family, of the Countdown City Geeks family, check us out, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. And yeah, so it's gonna be a really good show. I'm looking forward to it. And once again, if you are in the San Antonio area or close by, like make the drive. I think it's gonna be worth it. All right, so I think it's definitely gonna be a big show. And as you can see, with the some big names, but I'm super excited about meeting Andrew Garfield. That is gonna be the highlight, I think. Let's see, where did I left off? Oof, you guys are on fire, man. LeBron says, "Did anyone make a threat from IG?" I haven't. I just learned about that today. Why? Because I'm old. I don't. I'm obviously not, keeping my ear to the ground when it comes to that kind of stuff. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. LeBron saying Sensei's on Voodoo. Ooh, really? The whole thing? Because uncensored, color me interested. LeBron says, dude, Andrew's my favorite Spider-Man, right? He did such a good job, man. I think he was definitely underrated, and I'm glad he got to shine again, in the last movie. Hey, what's going on, Dre? Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Thank you so much. Hey, G-Force, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Dude, that hunt you did, what was it, like freaking 12 stores or something like that? Dude, you are nuts, right? I mean, I can't do 12 stores in a month, let alone in a single toy hunt, man. So you are crazy, but that was a good run, man. You had some pretty good pickups too. Um, Dre saying hi to LeBron. G for saying hi to everybody. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for dropping Dre's YouTube link here. So, guys, once again, if you see a link being dropped here in the chat, please go check it out. Go follow, go give it a like, leave a comment, all of that good stuff. Let's help each other out around here. Saying hi, LeBron, putting GeForce link. Appreciate you. Hey, the man of the hour. What is going on, Joe? Thank you so much for joining, man. Thank you so much for carving a little bit of time out of your busy birthday. So, happy birthday, Joe. I hope that you're having an awesome one from the pictures that I've seen. I think you are. So, I sent you a big hug, through the force. I'm so glad that you got the giveaway prize today. It just kind of lined up perfect. So, happy birthday, man. Again, I hope that you're having an awesome one and many, many more to come. LeBron putting LeBron's link there. So definitely go check him out. LeBron does some really cool uh, action figure reviews. He did one for Cal Kestis recently. Very, very cool. He's also getting really, really good with the toy photography. So definitely go check it out. LeBron saying happy birthday to Joe. Joe saying thank you. The Legacy of Nerd saying we are the 2%. And when you know, you know. Thank you for dropping those links, LeBron. Again, guys, go check those out once you see him pop here in the chat. Elijah saying, what's up, G-Force? Thank you for putting the Legacy of Nerd. He doesn't need our help, man. He's doing crazy good. Yeah, happy birthday to Joe again. Hey, what is going on, Darth Angel? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by, brother. I really do appreciate you making some time. I know you're busy. Everybody saying hi. Juan saying, Emilia Clark. Yeah, we'll see about that. Dre saying hi. Legacy saying photo ops with me will be free. Hey, there you go. You heard it here first. Exclusive to the high ground. If you mention that you saw this post here on the live stream, you can take a free selfie with Daniel starting, what is it, Saturday? Well, anyway, this weekend at the convention. All right. So, heard it here first. Do not let that pass. This man is blowing up on the YouTube space. So trust me, for the next one, he's gonna be charging an arm and a leg. So I'll be getting one. Daniel says, "Can I will be charging 100 per photo op?" Yeah, yeah. I wish. And getting none of them. But again, just wait till my best friend, my new best friend Tate Fletcher is in town. Then we'll talk. Just kidding. G4 says, I met Elizabeth Olsen. She'd be living. There you go. I love the confidence, man. So, hey, she's going to be here tomorrow and Saturday. So, I'm just saying, if you want to take a quick trip down to San Antonio, you got free lodging with me. So, let's do it. LeBron says, it's the new movie since. Oh, that already came out. I need to check that out. I definitely need to check that out. LeBron says, Diane says, hi. She's playing Fallout. Ah, cool. Tell her I said hi back. And I hope that she enjoys her prize for the giveaway. So I'm glad that one showed up finally. Dre saying, hey Legacy, how are you? Thanks, brother. No, thank you, Brian. I appreciate you. Yes, happy birthday to Joe once again. All right, guys. So let me pull it up. I think it's gonna be easier to talk with a few numbers. All right. So let's see. So I don't think I have to tell you guys, but there is a lot, going on with big budget movies out coming out of Hollywood, right? And it's not looking great. All right, it is not looking great because they're spending a lot of money on these movies, right? And it's really, really not paying off, okay, or not nowhere near in the rate or in the range that they thought. So okay, so let's see. How can we do this? Oh, come on. Yeah. Okay. So let me share some stats with you, and we'll get into why I'm talking about this. So these are, for this week. These are numbers that are box office numbers for this week, and again, they're not looking great. So if you notice, so Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is already out. In case you didn't know or didn't realize that that is actually in theaters right now. But look at that drop, guys. I mean, 52% drop. Not great. Son of Freedom. I've been hearing a lot of, I guess, more like controversy around this one. But the point is that these are just not doing so great. So check this out. So the opening for Indiana Jones was 60 mil. Right now, that is not a small amount of money, but it kind of is for a movie this big that supposedly had a big budget, guys. So this thing is like, I think the budget I saw was something like 400 mil, plus like the PR campaign and all of that. So far it's done almost 90 mil, only 70 international. You guys believe that? So overall, in the entire world, it's only done 159.5 mil. So, as you know, if you don't do most of your numbers by the opening weekend, it's very, very hard to come on top this the second weekend. So it's probably not going to happen. It's probably just going to be that much worse. So kind of crazy to think, we got some of the biggest names in Hollywood, right? And they're just not doing great, guys. Um, Now this can be, due to a lot of things, right? I know that what most people might say, well, it's just not a good movie, right? And okay, that's fine, but I'm surprised that most people wouldn't even give it a chance, right? Most people are flat out like, nope, totally gonna skip it, or I'm just gonna wait till it hits home video or streaming. I mean, so if these kind of movies are not getting people into theaters, I honestly don't know what will. And why am I saying this? Why are we talking about Indiana Jones? First of all, it is Lucasfilm, right? Second of all, it is Harrison Ford, whom we love. So it's kind of crazy to think that probably one of the last few movies that Harrison Ford is actually going to do, and it's really not doing great. Um, so I think everybody knows that we have several Star Wars projects, movie projects in development, right? Some of them currently in pre-production, some of them already supposedly moving into production, right? So I am scared about the future of movies. First of all, overall, right? Just big budget movies, again, Hollywood type of movies, big studio movies, but more specifically, of course, Star Wars, right? So if Indiana Jones didn't do great, The Flash did not do great either. I think the only ones that are sort of escaping this trend are maybe Super Mario Brothers and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Um, if not, if oof, I don't even know if Harrison Ford can pull in people, into theaters. If Michael Keaton, as Batman again, couldn't pull enough people into theaters, I don't know that Daisy Ridley, right, or John Boyega are gonna be able to do it for Star Wars. At this point, I don't even know if what if Harrison Ford comes back for a Han Solo movie? Would that even do it? Because apparently, they tried it with Indiana and that did not work. Um, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of scary to be honest, because Hollywood doesn't like to lose money, right? I mean, nobody does, but they really, really don't like. So I'm afraid of their immediate, like, a knee jerk reaction is gonna be like, nope, that's it. No project that goes above, let's say, 150 mils in budget is gonna be greenlit. Everything else is gonna be, trimmed down. We're gonna go with cheaper effects or cheaper studios, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, but I could definitely see something like that happening. Now, Star Wars movies are not cheap to make. Okay, they're definitely not. But that's what I'm saying. It would have to be a very compelling story. It had to be really good performance from the actors, right, to get enough people out there. Um, Now, the argument or the flip side of that can be said that, for example, Harrison Ford is very expensive. I think he was paid like 20 million for this movie. Michael Keaton, I'm sure he wasn't cheap either. I don't know how much he got paid for The Flash, but I'm sure it was a pretty penny. So maybe they need to start going with no name or lesser known actors that are cheaper, that they can still turn in a good performance, and maybe give writers a chance, right? Give writers a better chance to tell a better story. Um, it definitely kind of feels that we are, enclosed in this like formula of nostalgia, like nostalgia sells, and it does, but it kind of seems like that's wearing out. I mean, again, The Flash, right? That is pure nostalgia. That the cameos, everything that came out, towards the end of the movie. Obviously, Michael Keaton as Batman, the Batmobile, the Batcave, all of that stuff. Um, and it didn't do it. Indiana Jones, come on, guys. I mean, Indiana Jones is nothing but nostalgia. So that didn't quite hit as well. So it's just yeah, it's just kind of scary. All right. So we got a lot of Star Wars in the pipeline so far. I don't know that Disney is gonna be like, you know what, guys, Indiana Jones didn't work out, so we're just gonna start knocking some of these, projects off the board, or putting them on the shelf for an indefinite amount of time. What do you guys think, though? What do you guys think? Do you think we're in trouble? Are Star Wars movies, big budget movies, in trouble? So let me catch up here with the chat. Blackster saying, how many rooms do you have available? Hey man, we'll talk. I got you. Says that's a lot of numbers. Yeah, man, these movies are not doing great. Joe says, I think people are just tired of either bad sequels and no originality. I can definitely see that. Um, like I said, it kind of feels like they are banking on the nostalgia, right? And when that doesn't sell, they're like, okay, then we don't know what will, right? They're not looking ahead as like, you know what? Let's try to tell more original stories. Let's try to tell, stories with characters that we know, but stories that have been untold or are just different, right? We got Star Wars Sid Tony in the house. Hey, yeah, dude, it was long overdue, very long overdue. LeBron saying Harrison Ford is in a space movie. Oh, I bet. Tony saying hi to the chat, saying terrified for movies too, bro. It's like, I have a bad feeling about this. Ha, I see what you did there. Yeah, man. Like I said, I don't know, the Flash first, which by the way, I think I've said it before, but just on the record, I like the Flash movie. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. Is it perfect? No, by no means. Is it everything I wanted from a Flash movie? No, by no means. But it was more than I was expecting for sure. And I found myself forgiving a lot of the things that I didn't quite like, on it. Um, but yeah, in my mind, is like, okay, this is one of the better DC movies. So if this movie doesn't do it for, for the money, for numbers, nothing will. And it kind of seems like we're on that boat right now. Joe saying, Tony, when you know, you know. LeBron saying Spider Verse did good. Yes, the Spider Verse. I'm so glad that Spider Verse did good. I was so hopeful for that movie, and it delivered. So I really want to watch it again. It's just I don't think it's out on streaming. If it is, let me know. Um, Tony saying, "What up? Happy birthday, Joe!" Absolutely. Thank you, LeBron, for dropping those links again, guys. Go check out every link that LeBron is dropping here. in the chat. Tony says Spider Verse 2 was a banger. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, LeBron. Filoni is our only hope. Filoni movie will do 1 billion. That's it. I hope so. I really hope so. So you bring up a good point. I gotta be honest with you. If that movie doesn't do good, I don't think anything will. You know, Star Wars wise, at least, I don't. I think that's it. That's he's our only hope. You know, so so I want to talk about that. I guess more specifically on the Star Wars movies that we know are coming. We know that Daisy Ridley is coming back as Rey. Rumors are now saying that she's trying to get John Boyega to come back as Finn as well. Okay, that's fair, I guess. But the part of information that I was, I guess, more that caught more my attention was that the Dawn of the Jedi movie, the one that's supposed to be like 20,000 years into the past, supposed to tell the origins of the first Jedi, discovering the Force and all of that, is somehow going to be tied to the Rey movie. Now, that is quite a leap in time, right? To me, the obvious would be, oh, because she still has the old books, right? Like the ancient books. So maybe, in the movie Dawn of the Jedi, we see a couple of masters, jogging down some notes in one of those books, and then that those books made their way all the way to the future for Rey to use on her training of new Jedi, right? But I mean, I don't know that I need a connection, to be honest. I was actually kind of excited for the Dawn of the Jedi to be their own little island for a bit, right? I'm kind of, I kind of didn't want them, or I still don't want them to be like, oh, and this kid is named Skywalker, right? Or Walker of the Sky, or something like that. Like I don't need that connection right now. Leave that for later on. Right now, just give me a pure, uh, unconnected, story. Just give me an original story that's gonna tell me about what the first Jedi were, because they weren't Jedi, how they discover the Force, that kind of stuff, right? Don't worry about having cameos or having some sort of connection into the movies that we know. The Force will be that connection. We know what the Jedi become, so let's see what they were, right? So I don't know. I When I read that article that they're gonna be linked somehow, I I'm not 100% on board with it, if I'm being honest with you guys. Um, but yeah, let me keep going here in the chat. James, he says, thanks, Tony. LeBron says, no worry. Cheaper actors. Yeah, exactly. So, but like I was mentioning, right? Probably no more big names for a while. At least not on movies that are going out on theater. I know Netflix keeps putting big names on their movies, and I guess they're doing fine. LeBron says the Flash probably didn't even cover Ezra legal bills. Yeah, man, no kidding, no kidding. LeBron says, I think movies are in trouble because most movies aren't escape anymore. That's a good point, actually. That is a very good point. LeBron says, better DC movies, that's low bar. Wonder Woman and the Batman are the only good ones in forever. Yeah, man. So that's what I meant, I actually enjoyed the first Shazam. The second one was okay, too. Like, I would definitely rewatch it. Um, but aside from that, I will rewatch Flash for sure. I don't think I've rewatched, Batman v Superman in ages. Same thing for Justice League. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I meant. This to me personally, this is just my opinion. The Flash was one of the better DC movies, and again, like you said, it's not a very high bar, but it definitely did a lot worse than most of the DC movies. So kind of nuts. LeBron saying Ray has psychometry, touch, and know the past, so that could connect on. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's ways to connect it, right? Like there's ways for her to have a vision again of the very first, Jedi Enclave. Again, when they're writing the books, when they first discovered, the Force healing thing that she was using on Rise of Skywalker. When they discovered kyber crystals, there's a lot that could happen, right? I'm just saying, I don't know that I need that right now. I don't know that I'm like okay, we need to have this over connecting thing from the very beginning to the very end. Not right now, at least. Like I said, I was kind of hoping for them to leave the Dawn of the Jedi kind of on their little island for one or two movies, right? Then start giving me the, oh, by the way, we discovered, that kyber crystals can be used as a weapon, like that kind of stuff. But again, maybe it's just me, but I'm not super, super excited about that one. LeBron says, I just got it down. It's light ray of light. Ray is the first Jedi. Ray is the Dawn. There you go. There you go. Solid theory. Duff, man. What is going on, man? Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you, man. Saying hi. Oh, look at this. What's up? Mr. Hollywood, man. You just couldn't stay away. I'm just kidding. I appreciate you, brother. I know it's a lot later for you out there. So, feel free to go get some C's, man. LeBron saying Ray will use the world between worlds to be the first Jedi. Yeah, there you go. Right? It's the whole like butterfly effect type of thing. She's just gonna go back and be like, no, I make the rules now, and I say Finn is a Jedi, and all that stuff, right? Anyway, kind of nuts, but we did get a little bit more not issues, but I would say things that weren't necessarily like planned, or they were planned and it just didn't quite pan out. I'm talking about the Ahsoka release, of the trailer. It was supposed to happen last weekend, right? And then it just kind of didn't. So it seems that somebody fumbled, a button. I think Elon Musk pressed the wrong button on Twitter, and it kind of jumbled things up. So it's supposed to be coming up, pretty soon here. I think what I'm gonna do is when it does drop, I'll probably just watch it, and record myself for a little reaction video. I'm expecting a lot from this, though. If this is the final trailer, then yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. All right, I think I'm very very excited about the Ahsoka show. That is one Star Wars project that has my full attention, and it's gonna be amazing. Also, just as a reminder, guys, since we're talking about it, when the Ahsoka show happens in August, um, we are gonna have our usual um, Wednesday streams, right? But we are gonna be talking spoilers for Ahsoka. All right, so I'm kind of done being the only one not talking spoilers, And so what's gonna happen is the new episode will drop at 3, 4 in the morning, depending on where you are, and then that same day, that Wednesday, right? Here in the high ground, we're probably gonna be talking about it, with spoilers. All right. So I'm just reminded you guys, we're still a couple months away, but I just want to remind you guys because I don't want anybody to be offended that I'm talking spoilers. Of course, I will remind you at the time. But that's gonna be, the new dynamic once Ahsoka show starts happening. This live stream will turn more into an Ahsoka centric, right, talk show. So we'll definitely discuss, what happened in the episodes, what I saw, what you guys saw, maybe what we all missed, right? So it's gonna be fun. All right, I'm very very excited. There's gonna be a lot of Star Wars mythology like baked into this show. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, guys, I can't stress this enough. But if you haven't watched Rebels for some reason yet, do that. Right now. You still got time. You can still make it. Right. Uh, you have just under 2 months to catch up. Okay, so go watch Rebels. You don't have to watch the whole thing. There's guides out there that will tell you what episodes to skip if you want to do it that way. I would say just watch it all so you can appreciate it. But if you are pressed for time, there are episode guides that are gonna tell you, what you need to know, what you need to watch, and in what order for you to understand where Ahsoka comes into play, right? And the story that's probably gonna lead heavily into the Ahsoka show. So remember, still got time. Go watch Rebels, all right? And once again, once Ahsoka starts, we are going to be talking about it with full-on spoilers here on this live stream. Um, so we were just talking about this too, but it seems that James Mangold says that he probably won't use the term Jedi, and he wants to talk to the Maker. Can you believe that? The audacity of this man. But again, we were kind of talking about this, so It makes sense that they're not going to be called Jedi. Why? Because there were no Jedi back there, not officially anyway. They were just the beginning of it. They're just, an idea. They might be called, um, monks. They might be called fanatics. They might be called something completely different, right? Again, I'm not expecting to see the Jedi that we know, right? That's kind of the point. That's kind of why this project is exciting to me. I don't want to see, you know, as much as I love him, I don't want to see just Obi-Wan Kenobi times 20, right? I want to see, the rough, like, these people found themselves, by an unknown energy, an unknown feeling. What does that mean? What does that do to their minds? What does that do to the people around them, right? Were they just treated as crazy people, like, were they prosecuted? Were they revered? Were they, all of that stuff? That's what's interesting to me. So I've seen some people say like, "Oh, why wouldn't you use the term Jedi?" I'm like, "Are you guys listening to yourself? Because no Jedi existed back then. That's the whole premise of this new movie." So I'm totally fine with that. If he wants to talk to George Lucas, I'm sure George Lucas is gonna say no. Um, yeah, George had a lot of ideas of what the beginning of the story was supposed to look like, right? And I mean the beginning, like this, like the creation of the Jedi Order, the creation of the Force, even the creation of the universe for that matter. He jotted down a lot of notes. He has, unused scripts, and or not even scripts, just notes basically. But we'll see how much of that, they have access to, because I don't know that that's part of the deal, to be honest. When he sold it to Disney, it might be, and they might already have those notes, right? And if that's the case, then I hope some of that makes it into the movie, right? It only makes sense for the guy who created this whole thing to participate in a way, when they're gonna show the creation of this universe, of the Star Wars universe. uh Mr. Hollywood saying, "Yeah, I'm back. Ray is the only Jedi. Hey, it's the only Jedi that matters to Disney right now." So I guess so. They probably fired their ad team too. Yeah, that was rough. So he's referring back to the Ahsoka trailer mishap. Um, Again, Ahsoka is such a big show. So much like is riding on that show. It's got so many big expectations from the fans, from everybody, honestly. So they definitely dropped the ball on that one. Hey, Paul, what is going on, man? Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you, man. LeBron saying hi to Paul as well. Paul saying hi to LeBron. Appreciate that, man. Uh, Wait, who's Ahsoka? Just kidding. She's Dan's favorite. Yeah, there you go. If you haven't, guys, again, go watch Rebels. You definitely need to. Rebels is amazing. Twilight of the Apprentice is beautiful. Oh, dude, that episode. Yeah, no, you're right. You're totally right. The Bendu, yes, didn't call them Jedi. I think he still called them Jedi, if I remember correctly. Uh, Archer says, "Hi, Duff. LeBron James, see what's up." LeBron said, "Maybe it will show the midi-chlorian infect people." Yeah, there you go, right? We're gonna do it like Resident Evil style. Saying hi. Blackster said they will be called witches. Yeah, like the witches of Dathomir, right? Why not? Makes sense. So yeah, guys. Again, a lot of stuff going on, not really positive um connotations, right? On the one side, movies are losing money left and right. They, even though they're making hundreds of millions of dollars, they're still considered sort of a flop, right? Why? Because these movies are just freaking expensive to make. Um, so we've discussed what that can probably mean for the Star Wars universe. And again, it's not great. Again, Star Wars movies are not cheap, even with unknown actors. Just the visual effects, the locations, the props, all of that stuff gets really expensive. So I am a little bit concerned about the future, what that is going to look like here. But hopefully the first Star Wars movie to come out does really good in terms of numbers, and they're like, you know what, we're just going to keep pushing along, give these guys different stories, right? Not think about trilogies anymore, or not for a while at least, and get them, good stories, with good actors, right? Even if they are lesser known actors, and just get them out there, right? Let's Let's try to make them as cheap as we can, without sacrificing quality, and hopefully they're gonna be doing really good in the theater. Because I'll tell you this, I I love watching movies in the theater. All right, I'm old school like that. I'm sorry. Yes, it's super comfortable to just watch them here at home, which I do like a lot, of course. But if I have my way, I would watch pretty much every movie in the theater. It's just the experience, the presentation of it, all of that. Now, I'm not gonna say every theater is awesome by no means. I think there's more sucky ones now than good ones. But I still like to, uh, go see certain movies, especially obviously like Star Wars, right? I still like to see those movies in the theater. Like Oppenheimer, I actually consider going to see Oppenheimer in theater. So, um, things like the new Ghostbuster when it drops, obviously Into the Spider Verse or Across the Spider Verse Part Two, whatever that's gonna be called. I definitely want to see in theaters. Most of the Marvel movies I like to see in theaters too. Those have been kind of hit or miss though lately, to be honest with you. But normally visually they're pretty good. So what I'm trying to say is I don't necessarily want movie theaters to go away. I think they need to get smarter on the way they do things. They need to get a lot more efficient. They need to keep an ear to the ground and actually get people what they want to see. That's the problem. Like we're just not in on the same page like at all. And remember, we are the fans, right? We're the ones who gonna go spend the money to watch movies 2 3 times, in the theaters, but not like this, for sure, not like this. LeBron saying, "Oh Ben, that wizard in the desert." Yes, exactly. Oh Ben Kenobi. Well, Uh, Nerdfility says they're gonna remake New Hope. Uh, Newsflash, they kind of did that. It's called it's called The Force Awakens. Just saying. Future CGI and streaming in theater will be like blockbuster. They might, dude. I mean, honestly, they might. This is not looking great. Here just says they remake The Lion King, so it's anime. Then remake The Lion King, right? So get it back to like traditional animation. That'd be funny. I miss Blockbuster, dude. Yeah, me too, man. Just spending like hours in there, just going from aisle to aisle, man. I miss that. Horror movies are best in theater. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It creates the whole like atmosphere. I actually watched Boogeyman. Boogeyman. It was pretty good. It was a lot better than I thought. Young Leia is in it. Nerd Affiliated says theaters can be the main avenue to revenue. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It has been in the past. They're still trying to do it, but it's obviously just not working out anymore. So they need to get, where do we get our money? Like you said, right? It's not going to be from theaters anymore. Duffman says, I've been seeing videos on YouTube where they are building the set for Beetlejuice 2. Yeah, there you go. And that is definitely the strategy in Hollywood right now, right? Hey, let's get whatever worked in the past or even semi worked, and let's put it out there. Not necessarily in a remake, but let's put it as a sequel. It's like, hey, this is the guy you loved as a kid. He's back. It's just a new story, right? Which I used to be a sucker for. I'm like, oh, absolutely, right? I want this 1,000%. Just not so much anymore, to be honest. Because it's I'm kind of torn. I would like to say that I'd rather have a sequel with the original cast and maybe some of the, original story, like fast forward, in the future or something like that, than a straight up remake because remakes have not been doing great either. I think they've been doing actually worse. So I do appreciate, the continuation of the original story, kind of like Ghostbusters did with Afterlife, because we all know what the actual remake did. It just wasn't great, right? So I do appreciate that, but at the same time, I think they've kind of worn us out, with all the sequels coming straight from nostalgia. So I think we're kind of done with that. So I really really hope they get to crack the code because, like I said, I would not like for movie theaters to disappear, and I definitely don't want them to cancel Star Wars movies. We need more of those. I always I've been wanting more for a long time. So now that we're actually seems like we're gonna get them, then it seems like all movies are in trouble. So Not great. Not so great. Okay. Um, so let's see. We are getting close here to the 1 hour mark. So, guys, once again, if you are near the San Antonio area or in the San Antonio area, go check us out, the Countdown City Geeks, over at the Superhero Comic Con and Car Show starting tomorrow. Okay, I will be there all day Saturday. So if you wanna meet in person, get some stickers. Get some prizes. There's gonna be a lot going on. Go watch some of the panels. Ming Na Wen's gonna be there Sunday. Katie Sackhoff is gonna be there. So go get a picture, go get an autograph, all of that cool stuff. And once again, guys, please go check out um, go check out the Star Wars Stuff podcast, guys. We worked on this awesome interview last night with Tate Fletcher, who plays Paz Vizsla, the heavy Mandalorian in The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. So amazing guy. It was a very fun conversation. Please go check him out. If you follow Star Wars Stuff podcast here on Instagram, you can check out their link. If not, just go to Spotify, look up, Star Wars Stuff podcast, and I believe you can see the video there as well. So this is, a little picture behind the scenes. That's me. That's my new best friend, Tate Fletcher. So again, it was an awesome experience. Thank you guys. Thank you, David. Thank you, Colin, for having me be part of this panel. I appreciate you guys so much. And so yeah, we are there's a lot going on, guys, in the background here, but I'll have some news to share with you guys here pretty soon. But thank you for everybody that keeps checking out my videos. I've been really bad at them lately. Not that I'm ever really good at them, but once again, if you see a link drop here in the chat, go check it out. If it's a YouTube channel, go subscribe, check out some of their videos, comment, like, all of that stuff. Let them know that the good general sent you. LeBron was dropping links all throughout the stream, so please, if you scroll back a little bit on the chat, you will see them. Go check everybody out. Go over on Instagram, and if you could, and if you haven't yet, please check us out on Instagram here, general.kenobis.bunker. Also on TikTok at general_kenobis_bunker. And I always forget this. I am so bad at it. But we actually have a second channel. Can you believe that? You're like, hey man, you're doing pretty bad on one, right? Like, stick to your lane. I will not, good sir. We have a second channel called General Kenobis Bunker en Español. So if you have a Spanish-speaking, family, friends, if your worst enemy happens to have, speak Spanish, send him over there, okay? Do it right now. Not even kidding. General Kenobis Bunker en Español. So definitely go check us out over there. We would appreciate it. And thank you once again to everybody for joining me here first on a different day. And I already told you I had a pretty good excuse, and on a different time. So thank you so much to everybody that was here on the chat. Thank you, LeBron, for dropping all of those links. I appreciate you once again, guys. Go check out those links. Go check out our interview with Paz Vizsla, Star Wars Talk Podcast. Once again, if you are in the San Antonio area, guys, stop by the Countdown City Geeks booth. We're actually going to have a booth. Can you believe that? That's pretty cool. Meet us, in person. Myself, Daniel from Legacy of Nerd, David from Star Wars Talk Podcast, and the whole Countdown City Geeks family. So once again, guys, thank you so much. I hope that you have an awesome weekend. Joe, happy birthday, brother. Hope you're still having a badass one. Elijah, once again, congratulations, man. I'm so happy for you, brother. So thank you, guys. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Go watch Rebels if you haven't. Don't say I didn't warn you, okay? Go watch Rebels. Seriously. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.